holiday celebration doubly special with tender king crab legs from Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
With payments, payroll, banking, and live bookkeeping, QuickBooks.
Right, let's go, people. Hope everybody's feeling blessed, feeling amazing this morning. Right, so let's go ahead and get into it. What's good, people? Noah got to hear Mr. Laptop Lifestyle. Just wanted to bring you guys some early value this morning and give you guys a little more insight on how. Okay, because yesterday I know I had to record and it was kind of, you really couldn't see, right? It really wasn't focused in. So I wanted to make just a presentation, and this is also for other 10Xers so that you can leverage off of this presentation as well. All right. So team and anybody else that's out there that's already on the 10X team, and break this down for anybody that's on the fence about the 10X income system. Right. So yeah, first off, I want to start by saying I just thank God, all glory be to God, for where I am at, what I'm experiencing, this increase. I thank God for just this position to be in as a leader in this opportunity, and the people that are following me. Lord, I just thank God for just the wisdom and just the knowledge that He has allowed me to find and share with y'all. Thank God for another day. I'm still breathing. I have shelter. I have clothes on my back, shoes on my feet, and yeah, another opportunity to be the best version of myself. So I'm just very grateful. With that being said, let's go and get into it, right? So how I went full-time online, y'all. This is a big deal. I no longer have to have a boss. I no longer am being told what to do, when to come, when to go. I decide my own salary. Right now, I'm choosing 10K a month, so that's what I'm making. And that's what I'm realizing is that you can take it anywhere, right? The limit is all in your mind. And that's to understand that I don't need to limit myself and feel like I'm not worthy of making more and experiencing more and having more. Okay, so how I went full-time online. I just want to break down just how this all came about, right? So first off, you got to understand where I was. If you want to understand where I'm at and where I'm going, you got to understand where I was. Okay, so I just want to break this down. And I always have to share this, right, every time that I start a presentation, because there's going to be somebody new that's watching or that's going to connect with me. They're going to be wondering, where did this dude come from, right? What's his story, like what's his deal? And that's why I like to explain. Okay, so we got to rewind. We got to rewind about 7 or 8 years ago. And those of you that heard the story before, you know, all right, so 7 or 8 years ago, made some bad decisions with my money, got evicted out of my apartment, lost my job, and ended up living out of my car, right? So at that time, I was finishing up school or trying to finish up school and I had to live out of my car, right? So I was parked on campus parking lots. I was jumping from couch to couch, sleeping in abandoned buildings, sneaking into gymnasiums, computer labs, like sleeping under desks, like all that crazy stuff. Right, so found myself in a dark place, all alone. I wasn't talking to my parents. Just out there, right? Just lost, just no purpose, no direction. Yeah, so very dark time, and I don't wish that on any of my worst enemies. I don't wish that on anybody or anybody in my family to have to experience that. If you have, you can relate, right, to that feeling of just not knowing. You don't know where your next dollar is going to come from. You don't know where you're going to lay your head at for the night. You're just out there, right? Very dangerous place to be mentally and physically. All right, so yo, that's where I was. Found myself homeless. Luckily, I wasn't that one homeless type, like living under the bridge, right? Those homeless people that you see standing on the side of the road with the signs, like it wasn't that, but it was close to that. It could have easily been that, because if I didn't have that car, thank God I knew how to keep maintenance on my car. Who knows where I would have been? Okay, so I thank God for His grace and mercy and just guiding me and how He allowed things to pan out. Okay, so yeah, sitting there, homeless in my car, roaming around, and I found myself trying to go pick up odd jobs, right? Living as I was living out of my car. So I had different jobs, like I remember delivering pizza. I worked at Subway, Food, Ralph Lauren, Dick's Sporting Goods, right? All kind of different jobs. And I either quit or got fired from all those different jobs. Okay, and that went on for like a span of a few months of doing that. Okay, so through the span of these few months, right, of living out my car, picking up these odd jobs, trying to gather up money to try to get back on my feet, I came to a realization, right, one day sitting in my car, and I was looking at myself in the rearview mirror, and I just heard this voice, right, these four words. Now, was it me? Was it God? I don't know, but I heard these four words like clear as day. Okay. And these four words, it's a hard pill to swallow. It's something hard to tell yourself when you're going through your low point. but you got to do it if you want anything to change. Okay. So 7 in the comments if you want to know these 4 words, or if you have heard this story before, what are the 4 words I'm about to share? Okay. So the 4 words, right? 4 words are, it's all your fault. I want y'all to write that in the comments, because there's going to be somebody that's going to watch this and they're going through their go through, and they need to hear this. They need to hear this. Or maybe you may be watching and on the verge of going through your go through. I don't know. But write it in the comments, okay? It's all your fault for what you're going through, what you're experiencing, the sum of what you have up until this point. Nobody else's fault. Not daddy's, not mommy's, not brother, sister, kids, government, COVID, whatever you're putting the blame on. It's nobody's fault but yours. And nobody can change it but you. Right? So I had to come to this point of realizing what I'm experiencing right now, the sum of what I have, it comes down to my thoughts and my actions, and it's all my fault. Okay? So looking at myself in the rearview mirror, telling myself it's all my fault. Now, what did this do? Now, at the time, I didn't know that this is what that did. Okay, coming to that realization. But what it did was put the power back in my hands. It allowed me to take the power back, because I stopped blaming everybody else. I stopped pointing the finger, and I took the power back, and I started pointing the finger at that person in the mirror. This is so key to your turnaround. And this is why I always repeat this same part of the story, because I believe this was the point where it's like, okay, I had to stop, right? Just like if you're turning around in traffic, you got to slow down, pull off, right, into the turning lane, and hopefully you can make a left or right, and then head into the other direction, right? So I believe this was the point of me slowing down and coming to that stop of getting ready to turn around. So when I came to that realization that, Noah, this is all your fault, bruh. You have to have different thoughts and actions. You have to do something different. If you don't, you're going to keep experiencing this. You're going to keep going down this path of self-destruction and eventually be destroyed. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right? And that's my question to y'all. If you may be going through your go-through, now that you've taken the power back, you stop blaming everybody else, and now you're blaming yourself. You take full responsibility, full accountability of your thoughts and actions that led you to this point. Now, what are we gonna do? Well, we know we can't do the same things. We can't be doing the same thing that we've been doing. So we need to change it all up. We need to get new information. It's the only way we can know what to do, is to gain the information that we don't know, right? And how do you do that? You got to read, you got to search, you got to do your research, you got to look up things, right? So that's what I started to do in that Chevy 04 Impala. I started to go through my phone and look up information. I knew there was something that I didn't know that other people knew, because I knew there are successful people out there. So there's got to be something that they know that I don't know. So I started to search. And the first piece of personal development material, right, that I came across, my first mentor, goes by the name of Napoleon Hill. All right. So as I'm sitting there in that Chevy '04 Impala, I start searching, and I come across
If you want to sell online,
this guy.
make sure you stand out. Go.
Right?
Philosophy. I had just finished telling Mr. Carnegie that I feared he had chosen the wrong person to give the world the first practical philosophy of personal success.
Right. So I came across this video of Napoleon speaking about personal success, right? How to become successful. And right when I heard his voice, I knew, right? It just locked in with me. Something was touched in my soul. And the same feeling might happen for you when you start listening to this, and you'll start to have your aha moment of just the information that you're gaining. Because I never had anybody talking to me like this. Never heard anybody talking about this or anything like that, right? I grew up, if you don't talk about success until you are successful. You don't talk about the steps, right? You don't, and there was nobody around that was really talking about this. So, yeah, came across this dude. Thank God for Napoleon Hill. Thank God for his information. Thank God for him studying under Andrew Carnegie. Thank God for Andrew Carnegie choosing Napoleon Hill. All right, so yeah, came across Napoleon Hill, started studying him, started using what he was saying in his book Think and Grow Rich at my odd jobs. Okay, so I just was like experimenting. As I was experimenting, I was finding out that Napoleon Hill knows what he's talking about. And everything that he was telling me to do, it was having the effect that he was saying it would have. All right, so I started to understand that I could take it farther, right? There's something more out there that I can experience with this new information. So I started to search and seek even more. And I came across my second Millionaire Mentor. All right. My second Millionaire Mentor, and he goes by the name of Bob Proctor, right? So, what Bob Proctor was talking about.
It's not something you learn overnight. But you get studying this, and you can literally have anything you want.
All right, so what Bob Proctor was talking about was the law of vibration, law of attraction, okay? Law of vibration being the primary law, and the law of attraction being secondary. Okay, so he opened my mind up to this and got me to start being more aware and gave me instructions on how to raise my dominant vibration. Your dominant vibration is going to dictate what is attracted to you, okay? Your dominant vibration is dictated by your paradigm, what you are programming your subconscious mind with. Okay? So, yeah, Bob Proctor, he breaks down this law of vibration and just how this whole law of the universe works. And I started to become more aware. I started to actually use these things as well, just like I was using the things Napoleon Hill was talking about. I was following Bob Proctor's instructions to a T as I was living out of that Chevy '04 Impala. All right. So, once I heard Bob Proctor talking about this, that I can actually create whatever I want to create through my mind and through this law of vibration, right? I started to realize that there is more and that I can turn this thing around, that I can start going into a different direction. So I started to use it to my benefit. I started to control what I can control. What can I control? I can control what I'm seeing right now. I can control what I'm allowing myself to see, what I'm allowing myself to watch. So I stopped watching anything that wasn't congruent with me being successful or being a better person. I started to only surround myself around people that are talking about personal development. So people like Wayne Dyer, Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Ty Lopez, Tony Robbins. All right, these people, these type of people, anybody that was talking about becoming better or successful, I was surrounding myself with their content. Neville Goddard, Earl Nightingale. All right, so people like this, I was only listening to these type of people. I was only watching those type of videos. This is very key, all right, especially for my people that are going through your go-through. You have to understand this. Stop programming yourself with negativity. You got to stop thinking of the things that you don't want to happen. What do I mean by that? All right, this is how your paradigm shift happens. You have to first start making a conscious decision to focus on good. Focus on good health, wealth, success, prosperity, joy, peace, abundance. All these good things. Right now, you're probably focused on all the bad things that are happening in the world. All the bad things that you think can happen for your life. All the bad things that you have went through. That's what your focus is on, and you are focusing on that you don't want those things to happen again, and that's what's making those things continually happen, is you focusing on what you don't want to happen. So you could be telling yourself, I don't want to be broke, I want to be rich, I don't want to be a failure, I want to be successful, right? But you're thinking of what you don't want to happen. That's where your focus, that's where your attention is going. So that's what's going to manifest. So you gotta make that shift over to thinking of what you do want to happen. You do want to be in perfect health. You do want to be experiencing joy, peace, bliss, abundance, riches, success, prosperity, all these good things. Instead of thinking that something bad is going to happen, think that it's going to continually get better. Something good happens, another good thing will happen. Another good thing will happen, and it will continue getting better, right? Before, when I had this paradigm shift, I used to always have this leery feeling of when something good happens. Oh, it's going too good. Something bad's got to happen, right? And I would always think like that. It's a hard thing to do, right? Sometimes I even find myself slipping back to that and thinking like, oh, it's going way too good to be true. Something bad has to happen, right? And it doesn't, y'all. That is a lie from the devil. That is a lie. It doesn't have to be like that. Things can continue to get better. A good thing can happen, and another good thing can happen. And an even better thing can happen after that, and a better thing, and it can keep on. All right? So, yeah. Bob Proctor opened me up to this, and I started controlling my variables of what I was listening to, what I am receiving. Okay, and what my attitude, my feelings that I'm portraying out into the universe, right? These things all play a part in what's attracted to you. Okay, all of these things play a part in what's attracted to you, even how you feel about your past and your future. All right. So I think that once I started to believe that this actually could happen, right, and that it was happening, that's when I started to experience different. Okay, so as I was studying this, Bob Proctor, and I was using these things to my benefit, I was attracting a new reality. Okay, so better opportunities started being attracted to me. I met my girlfriend. We moved into a place together, and we got 2 beautiful dogs together in a beautiful home. All right, so things started to be attracted to me, but I knew it had to be something more, right? Because I still had that feeling that it wasn't enough. This is still not it, right? And so I kept searching. And I came across my next millionaire mentor by the name of Wesley Virgin. Okay, so I have to point out Wesley because even though I'm not in his program right now, I still follow him closely, and it wasn't until I met Wesley until I started really grasping that I can make money online and this can be possible. Okay, because he was like the first black like role model that I saw, right, that was living this type of lifestyle and was being transparent and sharing his story, right, and opening up to his people. This was the first time that I was exposed to just a character like that. So I have to give it up to Wesley. Even though I'm not in his program recently, his program did help me out a lot, and the things that I was taught through him and Ariella and her Done For You system, I learned a lot, and I ran with it. Okay, so shout out to Wesley, $1 billion version. Okay, so he was one of the first people that I was exposed to through affiliate marketing. Right, so he got me hip to affiliate marketing and making money selling other people's products. Right, so when I made my first dollar with affiliate marketing, that's when I knew, okay, I was like, okay, this is possible. This is something, this is the lane I want to go in, right? This is something that I can use to be my own boss, call my own hours, call my own shots, be able to travel the world, all that good stuff that I desired. Okay, so was studying Wesley, got onto actually the sales team there, but I decided to go just a different direction. All right, just something, and start building my own brand. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I suggest anybody that's following me and you've been joining programs that I've been joining, I suggest you eventually start your own brand and start your own thing. Okay, so yeah, I started focusing on digital marketing and just building my own brand. And that is when I came across my most recent millionaire mentor by the name of Coach TVD. All right. So, Coach TVD, she, I saw her when she dropped a video talking about her traffic agency. That's when I was first exposed to Coach TVD, and she was killing it. She was making thousands of dollars a day online and with her traffic agency, just killing the game. And I related to her, and I saw her results, and she was somebody that was genuine, also being transparent, just like Wesley, and was helping people, a lot of people. And I looked at her and I was like, man, that's the type of results I want to see. And I dropped my pride and ego, and I said, obviously she knows more than me. She's experiencing more success, and the type of success that I want to see. So maybe this is somebody that knows what they're talking about and that I need to follow. All right, and that's another thing. Men, sometimes these women, let's let it be clear. Our black women are out here killing it, and white women. All right, but fellas, let's is in this group, like, you're gonna see the black women are holding it down. They are getting on here, starting their own businesses, starting their own brands, and really making serious money. All right, so we need to step it up, and we need to uplift the people. All right, and I'm talking about all women together, but in general. All right, I'm a black man, so, and I was raised by a black woman. So this is different, right? This is different, and it's a different spot in my heart, because, like, I want to see my sister and my mom do good. So when I see other black women that are having successful lives, I think of my mom and my sister, and that it is possible. Right? So, men, we gotta lower our pride and ego. Sometimes we just have to listen and observe and see who's having the success, and regardless of their gender, their age, or anything, we have to listen and follow suit. Okay? So I say that to say this, that Coach TBD, even though she was younger than me, even though she was not a man per se, right, and not the same gender, I didn't have that pride and ego to where I was like, oh, I'm not about to listen to what she says. She probably don't know anything, even though she's showing her results. and showing that she's helping people. All right. And a lot of men that we think like this, and we will hold ourselves back from success just because of that. Right. So y'all don't do that. Okay. Don't do that. Don't become a victim of that. And you never know. Right. You never know who's going to be the key to your success. So if I had had that attitude, right, the attitude of, oh, no, I'm not about to listen to her because she's a woman, or because she, whatever, because she's younger, then I would have never saw this increase that I'm seeing right now. Okay. So, yeah, y'all, lose the pride and ego. You never know who God is going to work through. All right. So, yeah, just be open-minded. So, yeah, met Coach TVD. She has so many gems that I was following and that I was using in my business. And although I didn't get in her first initial program, I waited, okay, and I watched her for about a year or two, and then she dropped the bomb, y'all. All right. She dropped the bomb. And this is how I went full-time online, okay, because of the opportunity she created. Okay, this opportunity was called the 10X Income System. Once I saw this video, I just knew, right? I was like, okay, this is the lane I want to be in, digital marketing. I know about this. I've made money with this before, and I know what to do. Okay, so she dropped this system, this opportunity, and I went in, all in, invested in myself, got the program, got set up, and the rest is history. Right? But I want to help somebody out there that you're thinking about getting started online. You've been seeing people make money. You don't really know what it is, but you would like to get involved. All right. So that's who I'm here for today. And so you've heard my story, right? You understand how I got to this point here. Whether you can relate to my story or not, it should inspire you, because I was at a low place and now I'm not at that place anymore. I was in a place mentally that was self-destruction, poverty, all those bad things, right? And now I'm not in that mindset anymore. So it should inspire you, and it should motivate you. Okay, maybe you may be going through your go-through right now, whatever the case may be. And hopefully you can get directions out of what I shared with you. I led you to the people that gave me the information that led to this change. So yeah, I've given it all to you, right? So all you got to do is try to follow my directions, and hopefully you can see a turnaround too. All right. So leads me to this point here, how I went full-time online. Okay. So there's one thing that you got to establish first. There's two questions actually that you got to ask yourself. But one thing, the first one is, what do you want? Okay. What do you want? What do you want? All right. So what are some of the things that you guys want? Leave it in the comments. All right. What's some of the things that you guys want? What do you want? What do you want out of life? What do you want for your business? What do you want for your relationship? Where do you want to travel? Where do you want to live? Do you want to drive? What do you want? All right, and leave some of your answers in the comments, please. Like I like to see where your guys' mindsets at, what you guys are trying to do. Just like you guys like to get a little insight on me, like I like to know about y'all too. Okay, so what are some of the things that you guys want? Especially put the answer below if you want to work with me, right? Because if I don't know what you want, I can't help you get there. Okay. If I don't know where you want to go, I can't help you get there. All right, my fault, y'all. I'm trying to send this welcome email because we just had somebody join the team. So we got to welcome them, right? Let's go. Okay, so that's sent. All right, so what do you want, right? Let me read some of the things that you guys want. 1 second. Financial freedom. All right. Garvin's Brown. Shout out to Garvin's. He says he wants financial freedom. Okay, so what exactly does financial freedom look like to you, Garvin? All right, so I get that answer a lot, that people want financial freedom. Okay, that is just not enough for your subconscious mind to work off of. Your subconscious mind has no idea what financial freedom is. It could mean anything. It could be where you're at right now. You could be living in the park and your mind could think that's financial freedom, right? Your mind doesn't know what that is. So you got to be specific with the subconscious mind. What exactly does financial freedom look like? What's the house, the exact address of when you have reached financial freedom? What exactly are you doing in your business? How much are you making exactly a month, a year, when you have reached financial freedom? What kind of car are you driving, down to the make and the model and the year and the color? Right? So what type of places are you traveling? Exactly the exact city and state and country. All right. So you guys get where I'm going with this? It needs to be specific. It cannot be too specific. Okay, so think of it like this. Think of it like you're sending a message across seas. Okay. Through letter. All right, let's just imagine old times when they used to send letters. All right, so you're sending a letter overseas to a friend, and this is a very important message, life or death message. If they don't get this letter, somebody is going to die. All right, so life or death message. In this message, would you say things that are very vague and broad and just allow your friend to try to figure it out and figure out what you're saying? Is that the type of message you would send? No. You send exact, word for word. You might even say things twice, 3 times so that they understand. Right? So, same way. This law of the universe, it works the same way. You need to portray exactly what your desires and wants are. And don't let anybody make you feel like you're a bad person for what you want, or that because you want more and better. That's how life is. Life is always advancing, looking for ways to become better. Okay? That is human nature. So don't feel bad for what you want. What you want is what you want. But you need to convey that exact desire. So be exact, all right? Second thing is your why. Okay, so I got to break this down because you need to be in the right mindset before you start this journey, because it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be obstacles. It's going to be challenges. It's going to be haters. It's not for the faint of heart, all right? So your why needs to be strong enough so when these things do take place, you don't quit. You don't quit. You don't fold because your why is too strong. All right. So your why. What's your why? All right. So what's some of y'all's whys? Why are you doing this? Why do you need to make this happen online? Right? Why do you need to make this happen online? All right, so some of the answers I get is like my kids, because I want to live a better life or give them a better life. All right. And this isn't deep enough, you guys. Your why needs to go deep, 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 deep. Deeper than your kids, deeper than you wanting to give a better life, deeper than anything of why you're doing this, okay? Or for anybody. It's deeper than that. The reason why it needs to be a deep why is because when you feel that pressure of wanting to quit, that's a strong pressure, right? That is a strong force. And that is the main reason why majority of people cannot reach accomplishments, is because they just give up. 97% of people give up before they even get there. They fold, they give in, right? So your why needs to be that deep. It needs to be strong. All right? So let's go. So, for example, one of my whys is when I found myself in jail, almost on my way to prison. Another why is when I found myself staying in my car, homeless. These are two experiences that I never want anybody to have to experience. I never want my worst enemy to have to experience anything like this. I never want my kids or my kids' kids or my nieces and nephews to have to experience any situations like this. Ever. So in order to make that happen, right, to ensure that, I have to keep going. I have to make sure I make it to the point in my success where nobody has to experience either two of these situations ever in their life. All right? So when I think about quitting, when things get a little rough, when obstacles come or people start hating on me or whatever, things start going downward, I think of these whys, and then I get new energy because I never want to experience. I never want to go back to that. Right? So your why, it needs to be on a similar lines of this. Only you and God know what you have experienced, the bad experiences and the good experiences. So you need to think back of what is an experience that you had that you never want your kids, your kids' kids, or anybody in your family, or even your worst enemy to have to experience. Understand? So, there's a problem, right? There is a universal problem right now that's going on, especially from the conditions, right? Health-wise, just like COVID, it kind of forced this problem, right? It forced this issue even more. And the problem is that people don't have enough money, and people don't have enough time. This is the universal problem. All right. So pretty much majority of the people you talk to, they'll be talking about that they don't either have enough money or enough time to pay whatever they need money for, right? Almost majority of families are going through this situation. They're stressed out. They're going to a job. They're in traffic for hours, right? They got bills stacking up, and then they got to go deal with a boss that's telling them what to do, how to come, when to go, yelling at their work, critiquing them every single day, telling them how much they're worth, when they can go spend time with their family. All right, so everybody is dealing with this. Okay, understand this. This is the problem. So you need to find a solution. Okay, and I believe I have a solution for you. I believe that what I'm doing right now can be a solution. Okay, and the solution is digital marketing. Now, there are a lot of different things that you can make money with online, but this is going to be one of the easiest, just simplest forms for you that, if you're a newbie, right, just to step on, because it's a done for you system. The offer's done for you, the system's done for you, and the traffic is done for you, right? And I'm explaining a little bit what I mean. But digital marketing, right? digital marketing, I believe this can be a solution for you, and it can change your situation. It definitely has changed mine, and I believe if you can follow these simple directions, then it can change yours too. But first, we have to talk about the mindset, okay? We have to talk about the mindset. So I want you to write 80-20 in the comments. 80-20, 80-20, 80-20, 80-20, 80-20. It's going to be 80-20. It's going to be 80% mindset, 20% how to. This is, when I first heard this, I was like, that's crazy. What do you mean? Like, how can it be more mindset than actually doing the steps? That sounds crazy, right? But y'all, it's actually, this is what it comes down to. What you're thinking, your thought process, what you believe is true for you, your attitude, okay? This all has to do with your mindset, and it's going to be 80% of this. Your success is going to come from 80% of your mind, 20% of you going through the steps. Very key for you to understand. All right, so what's the how-to? All right, you got to have that mindset down, but what's the how-to? And the how-to is going to be this 3-step method. So like I mentioned before, right, you have to have these 3 things in order to make money online. You have to have an offer, which is your product or service. You have to have a system, which is a way that you're paid, okay, so that people can come to see your offer and then they can exchange their money for your offer. You have to have traffic, eyeballs, right? People coming to your site. These 3 things tied together, and boom, this is magic. You will start to make money online. Okay, so what is digital marketing? Digital marketing, also called online marketing, is the promotion of brands to connect with potential customers using the internet and forms of digital communication. This includes not only email, social media, and web-based advertising, but also text multimedia messages as a marketing channel. All right. So digital marketing, that's what we're doing. That's what I am, a digital marketer selling a digital product and service. Okay. So I just want to go over these key terms so that you can fully understand. I used to do these presentations just thinking that everybody knows what making money online is, but I understand there are complete newbies that are following me, people who have never been exposed to making money like this. So I'm gonna break it down into the simplest form. All right. So digital marketing, I'm a digital marketer using my social media, email, web-based advertising, like paid advertising, to promote a digital product and service. Okay, so a digital product is a software-enabled product or service that offers some form of utility to a human being. In other words, all digital products, from a mobile app to a website experience, attempt to solve a problem for a group of people trying to accomplish something. Okay, so we have a digital product, right? We actually have a product, but it is digital. It is not in physical form, right? And this is where people get confused, because they think if you sell something, it has to be in physical form. That's the dinosaur way. There's a new way, right, to where you can have digital information that you can sell online. You can sell websites. You can sell sales funnels. You can sell courses, ebooks, pictures, music, videos. All right, you can sell these things online for an instant commission, or whatever you choose, right? Whatever price you choose to sell that for. Or you can sell other people's digital products and services. All right. So digital product, digital service. The term digital service refers to the electronic delivery of information, including data and content, across multiple platforms and devices like web or mobile. So we have a digital product, and we also have a digital service to provide. And this is called the 10x income system. Okay. So you probably ask yourself a couple questions. What is the digital product, right? What is your digital product? This is it, the sales funnel. So Coach ABD, she has built this amazing sales funnel that is proven to convert. She has allowed us to use her name, her face, her video, her whole system to leverage off of and make instant commission. So we are getting access to the sales funnel. All right. Also being able to have access to become a 10X income system member, to where you can have access to the traffic services and also sell those services as well. Right. So the sales funnel, y'all, this is our digital product. Okay. So in order to sell this digital product, you have to buy 100% reseller rights so that you can become a reseller of this product. And that is $297 one time. Once you pay your $297 one time, now you are a reseller. You have 100% reseller rights. You have access to get your own customized sales funnel. And now you have access to the traffic service as well, now that you're a member. Okay. So the traffic services are separate. They're not included in the $297, right? So there is an extra price that you're going to have to pay for these traffic services. But this is amazing because there's really no other programs out there that I know of, right? I've tried everything where the traffic is included. So like I said, in the 3-step method, right? You got to have an offer. So our offer is done for you. It's a 10X income system. Our system is done for you, right? So the sales system is put together for you. That's in the traffic, right? So you need an offer, system, traffic. Those 3 things. Remember, like I said, magic. And that's what has been put together all for you in the 10X income system. So that's how you see so many newbies making these $297 instant commissions, right? You've probably been seeing them everywhere. Complete newbies, people you've never even heard of, people who have no experience in marketing or making money online are starting to see amazing results because Coach TBD has set it up to where everything's done for you by basically a guru. Okay, Coach TBD is basically a guru, and you're able to leverage off her exact whole 3-step method, right? Her whole system that she has spent 9-10 years learning. These complete newbies are allowed to come in here, plug into this 3 steps, and start seeing $297 instant commissions passively, right? So like I said, you get in the system, you get your customized sales funnel set up. Now you need to get the traffic. You can choose a traffic pack, which would be 5,000 visitors for $60, 10,000 for $110, 20,000 for $200. You can get up to a max of 100,000 visitors at one time. So keep that in mind. All right. And like I said, when you become a member, now you have access to be able to sell the traffic services to other businesses. Okay. Which is a whole nother opportunity in itself. I will use a later time to explain that and how you can take advantage of that. But yeah, we have other premium services such as getting your article published in a major magazine, NYC billboard service, which will give you your own billboard spot. This is huge, y'all. You know them big billboards that you see in NYC Times Square? Yeah, you can get one of those and get your business promoted that way. Also organic Google traffic and social media traffic. All right, so that's how people are automating this system and started making commissions. All right, complete newbies. So it's just a 3 steps, right? Can you do these 3 steps? Can you purchase the system, right? $297 one time. Once you get your reseller link, you'll be able to choose a traffic pack. And then step 3, once the traffic starts rolling, the commissions start raining in. Get the system, choose your traffic pack, payments, instant payments start raining in, right? So that's all people are doing, right? And on top of this, you're going to get invited into my VIP chat, and I'm going to show you my organic strategy that got me to 21.7K. All right, so I want to show you guys my results so far of following this 3-step method. All right, so I started this opportunity on August 31st. Okay, August 31st, So it's been about 30, 31, 61, 62, 63, 64. So it's been about 64 days, and I've grossed over 22K so far. Okay. Today, already a $297 day. It's only 10:41. All right, so still early. Today could very well be easily $1,000 day, and I plan on serving at least 3 or 4 more people today. Okay, with this opportunity. So let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Seeing these results, it should inspire you, it should motivate you. I'm not showing this to try to brag or rub it in your face or try to impress you, but I'm trying to impress upon you that this is possible. Okay, so you see my results. This is the back office of my Stripe account. Those of you that have no idea what a Stripe account is, right? This is a payment processor platform where you can sell products online and be paid straight to your bank account through this payment processor, right? So we use 2 payment processors, this Stripe and PayPal. Okay, so if you don't have a Stripe or business PayPal, you cannot do this opportunity. You also will need a laptop or smartphone. You will need reliable Wi-Fi. $297 plus the $19.99 per month hosting fee. So for those of you that are online, when you have a website, you have to pay for your spot on the web, and that's called a hosting fee. All right, and ours is $19.99 per month, which is really nothing compared to the commissions that you're about to make. All right, so let's go, let's go, let's go. So frequently asked questions. Okay, I just want to go over some questions that are asked frequently. Okay, so one answer is the sales funnel and the traffic service. How much will you spend before you start? You're going to spend $297 if you're in a place where you can get automated traffic. Like I said, those are $60 to $200, and then the $19.99 hosting fee. So if you get the traffic pack, let's say you get the 60, then you can spend anywhere from $300 to $380 before you have your system set up. Okay, how long does it take to get your reseller link? The answer is actually we've extended this, okay, to 3 to 5 days. Could take longer due to inaccuracies. All right, and we also have an expedited service where you can get your link in under 24 hours. Right, so it just depends. If you want your link really quick, which most people do, then you can take advantage of that expedited service option in your back office. All right, so how much are we paid and when? Once you become a member, you pay your $297. Now you are a reseller for 100% reseller rights. So that means you'll receive $297 instant commissions, and this will be daily and instantly. How are you paid? Like I said, business PayPal or Stripe. Will there be training? Yes, in my VIP chat, Monday 6 p.m. Eastern time weekly, and our prospect call will be daily 7 p.m. Eastern time. So we have a prospect call that you can invite your prospects to tonight. Let's say like you get in right now, you'll be able to leverage off that, let the people know that you have a prospect call to invite them to. I'll actually be making a post after this live so that you can share or just copy it and post it yourself. All right, and invite your people to that, where I'll be sharing my results, sharing results of other people, and yeah, my story and all that good stuff. All right, so frequently asked questions. If you guys think of any other ones, please leave them in the comments. All right, so yeah, let's open the floor for any comments, any questions. Any comments or any questions, right? I know some of y'all may have just jumped on and maybe catching the back end of this. All right, so shout out to Vanessa Davis, shout out to Charmaine Johnson, shout out to my boy Garvins. All right, y'all, share this with your team. I'm telling y'all, leverage off of these presentations that I do. It'll be the smart thing for you to do. Okay, y'all, don't get bitter, don't get jealous when you see us increasing. Celebrate as if it was happening to you right now, because it is. You're in the right place at the right time. You're in the place to be able to take advantage of this opportunity. So you should celebrate when you see your brothers and sisters winning. Right, this is a big deal. A lot of lives are being changed right now. A lot of relationships are being saved. Families are being saved with this opportunity. It's a big deal. We're making history, right? We are making history with this opportunity. You don't believe me? We just paid out 500,000, right? We just paid out $500,000 to our members, y'all, in under 70, 80 days. All right, so this is huge. Huge in this industry, and it's really unheard of. Okay, it's really unheard of. And we only have 1.4K members so far. I think a couple days ago I told y'all we had 1.2. So we are growing rapidly. Like I said, we will reach 10K members in 2022. We will reach 10K members in 2022. What does that mean? That means we have about 9,000 more people that are going to join this opportunity. Either you can be a part of the people that serve these people, right? These next 9,000 that come in, or you can be on the sidelines watching us help these people. Either way, we are going to serve the magnitude, right? The multitude of people. We will. Believe it or not, you might not be able to see it right now, but we will. It's going to happen. It's going to unfold right in front of you. And there's nothing that anybody has any power to stop. All right. This movement is bigger than ourselves. It's bigger than me and you. Okay. It's about giving people an opportunity, giving people hope up out of their situation. Because that's what it did for me. And I want other people to experience that and to have just that relief of pressure. Okay. From trying to make ends meet, having to go to a place where you don't want to be, and thinking that's the only way to make money, or maybe being in such a low place where you don't think things can turn around for you. All right, so let's go, people. 10x income system. Noah got to hear team laptop lifestyle. Like I always say, I love you guys. Love to each and every one of y'all. Nothing you can do about that. Like I always say, make the rest of it the best of it, and I'll see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Let's go.